Well, as someone once said, there are lies, damned lies, and statistics. The statistics in Norwalk do show that crime is down. However, crimes of rape and murder have increased. So it isn't all a rosy picture. One of the things that I feel is absolutely vital, and it's vital for the city as a whole, is that we need to keep our young people entertained. We need to pay up front. We need to have them well educated. We need to have them excited and enthused about things other than soccer and baseball. Not every kid wants to do soccer and baseball. Some kids like chess, or they might like belonging to a historical society. We need to have other things. We can have things like in Westport, they have a wonderful centre where teenagers can go. They can make music as loud as they like. There is minimal supervision, and they take care of it themselves. So we need actually, I think, and with all due respect to Mr. Bondi, who has, and other people on here, like Mr. Leap, who've been very heavily involved in youth. One of the things that we need to do to make the city a place where people want to come, live, work, is to make sure that our youth not only is educated and doesn't have crime, but that they want to stay here, because our youth is leaving like rats from a sinking ship, because there's nothing for them here. Thank you.
Ms. Romano?
Anyone who knows me knows for years and years and years I've advocated for a teen center. Not a teen center where kids go and play and goof around and do whatever they want to do and just hang out, but one that would have classes, one that would have after-school programs. Yeah, a canteen where they could have dances and that type of thing, but a working teen center. A teen center to bring the kids in, teach them trades, show them what life is going to be like as they get out of school, okay? We also need to start educating the parents on what is happening with their kids. They're turning a blind eye. If a parent turns a blind eye, the kids are going wild. They're going to do what they want to do. Crime is crime. Crime is, I'm born and raised in Westport, and let me tell you, I'm so glad I don't live there, because I don't want my house broken into every other day. Okay? I've not seen that in where I live. Crime does not have like somebody said, a zip code. Crime is everywhere. But unless we educate the people in our town, and unless we show them the ways to get out there and help eliminate the crime, it's going to get worse. And guess what? We're all guilty of it. You, me, everybody. Because you know why? Because we don't get involved. If we don't get involved, it's going to run amok. Our police do a wonderful job, and I have to tell you, I've ridden with them, and I wouldn't want their job, and my father was a policeman, okay? I wouldn't want what they have to go through. They do a phenomenal job, but if we don't help them, they can't do their job. Thank you.
Ms. Stewart?
Let's take a look at the crime situation. Norwalk has become a dumping ground for everyone who turns people out after 30 days of living in shelters in every other town. We get those people because they can stay longer in Norwalk than they can stay anywhere else. Okay, what do we do with those people? They're sheltered, they get out at 7:30, they roam all over until it's time, and they allow them to go back in. So maybe Norwalk should put their heads together and come up with a plan, some type of an activity, something that some of these folks can do, because these people, we see them in the paper, they're shoplifting and they're doing a lot of other things. Then we have people, or children rather, we have teenagers. We have programs. Norwalk keeps coming up with programs. Norwalk has a basketball team. They had us sign up last night. You know what the cost is? $250. Now, you're talking about youth, inner city youth, who parents may not have a job, or one parent may work and the other one may not be there. How can they afford $250? But you don't want the children on the street. If you don't want the children on the streets, hanging out on the corners and bothering people. Find an activity that they can afford to attend. Right now, that's ridiculous. How do you ask somebody to pay $250 to play basketball? Thank you.
Mr. Cavallo.
Well, getting back to the actual situation here among the candidates, we're going to tell the voters how, as council members, we are going to affect crime in South Norwalk. And as council members, we can allocate more money to police resources. And how do we get that money? We either get it through taxation, or we get it through an accumulation of tax from a broader tax base. Crime is a product of economic times. We are in tough economic times. I remember living in New York City in the 1970s and the 80s, and crime was rampant because of the drug problem. And it seems that when times are tough, it's a lot easier to get involved in the drug trade than it is to get a job. And so I'm attributing to the increase in crime to the increase in drug activity in Norwalk, especially in South Norwalk. What do we do about that? Well, at this moment in time, the city of Norwalk can't stand alone as an island. They need assistance either from the state or they need assistance from the federal government in order to get money to increase police resources. I remember in 1968 there was the omnibus crime bill that the federal government passed and gave block grants to municipalities in order to fight crime. I hope something like that comes out of Washington soon. But as far as police resources are concerned, the police department got all of the resources that they wanted last year and all of what they needed. So basically the solution is better economic times.
Thank you, Mr. Tobin.
Yeah, the only thing I would add is that as a city council person, we have given the police everything that they have come to us and asked for. The grants that they applied for, all that went through the council and we gave it to them. If the police feel that they need more feet on the street, then that's a proposal that should come to us, and I'd be open to look at it. If they say they need more police, then that's what we got to do. We would have to bite the bullet and find a way to get more police on the street. But I sort of reject the premise of the question that how would I fight crime and violent crime in the South Norwalk, because as a number of people have said, it's all over town at times, and part of that problem is that there's a small band of people in this town that are just ruthless and don't care about anybody else. They're just out there shooting, and it's heartbreaking to go to these meetings with the family members who have lost loved ones, and in some cases innocent ones. And it's up to the community to help us and help the police. We can't do it alone, and the police need the help of the community to get out there and say, hey, you know, these are the guys doing it. I saw this, I saw that. I know it's difficult, but if they band together, we can beat the violent crime out of the city. I'm positive of that.
Thank you.